Hi, my name is Mariah Williams, and I'm going to be talking about the communication channels that I use at work. So, my workplace communication, what I do before I need to communicate with somebody, I ask myself these questions: who is my audience? And then I will use whatever method of communication would be typically better. The urgency, for us with urgency, a lot of times a phone call is the best. The message length, it really depends on what's going on. How complex is the message I'm sending? Um, if it's really over the top, we'll do an email, or we'll do in person, or even over the phone. Just the nature of the game of what I do. Do I need feedback to the message? That's a question I also ask. And if I don't really need feedback, I'll just send the message or just leave a note on the station or whatever. But we kind of just, we always usually need feedback for our messages. So the different channels we have is our daily huddle, and that's your major information. We have Volt, personal messages. It is a computer based, but it's also on our work issued cell phones. Our phone, we do calls and text. We do have a station phone. We also have email that we use with department managers, also upper management if we get little email blast. With our daily huddle, we have new information coming in from our main hospital in the larger city and the state, because we are a sister branch. And then we also have our daily assignments assigned to us, like what bed, what patient, who your CNA is. And that's more of our formal information because, like I said, we do have new information such as COVID testing, COVID restrictions, how we're going to go about dealing with issues at work, and any new information on the unit. We'll go through that daily huddle. Our Volt, like I said, it is a computer-based information. You usually use it when you're at the computer on the station. It is kept for 2 years on our servers, so it is more of a personal type of communication. That's kind of in the middle of the road. And it's just quick messages you'd like to send. They are saved in the documents, so that kind of helps. But we also do emails. That's between our departments, reaching out to managers. Also, we get email blasts from corporate and also from the main hospital. Um, and it just kind of gives us a little heads up on information or what's going on throughout the system. And it's a more formal communication. Like I said, if we need to reach out to manager or just different departments to ask for things or just to give them a heads up about what's going on for the week, we do that. Also, if you have any issues you need to report, you try to send those out to your managers through that. But the thing is, with managers, they're not always the best at getting back to email. So that's where we go over the phone calls, or the phone in general, excuse me. Like I said, we have a work issued phone. You get phone calls, text messages, and that's a little bit more personal. If you need help in a room, you call on the phone or you can send a text. If you need information for your team, you send a text message in that. We have a group chat on our phones. This is our main form of communication. If you need to call a doctor after hours and he's at home or he's on call but he's not on the unit, you'll call him through your work issued cell phone. And it kind of keeps everything off of your personal phone, so you're not having to run back to the station when you're in a room with a patient. It makes everything a little bit more streamlined. But that is our more personal, probably our most personal form of communication. And that's how we communicate where I work. And thank you for watching the show.